China shocked. US spy drone flight over South China Sea headed to Taiwan. The United States has sent a high-altitude spy drone over the South China Sea, a Chinese think tank said on Thursday, days after Washington declared most of Beijing's claims in the hotly contested waterway were unlawful. The US Navy MQ-4C Triton, a long-endurance unmanned aerial vehicle, was seen flying towards the southeast of Taiwan at about noon on Wednesday, according to the SCS Probing Initiative, SCSPI, a Peking University think tank. It said a US P-8A anti-submarine aircraft and a KC-135R aerial refueling aircraft were also seen on Thursday, flying southwest of Taiwan over the South China Sea. While details of the air patrols were unclear, military observers said the US Navy appeared to be stepping up reconnaissance efforts in the strategic waterway that is seen as a potential flashpoint between Beijing and Washington. The Triton drone seen on Wednesday is part of the US Navy's Maritime Patrol and Reconnaissance Force. Operated autonomously using maritime sensors, it can work with the manned anti-submarine aircraft to carry out intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance missions over vast ocean and coastal regions. Song Zhongping, a Hong Kong-based military expert, said the US Navy could be seeking to track underwater activities by the Chinese Navy. The deployment of surveillance aircraft such as the MQ-4C, P-8A and P-3C Orion maritime patrol and anti-submarine warfare aircraft could help the US Navy to reconnoiter warship, submarine and other underwater activities in the region as they are able to detect sound pulses and track submarines, Song said. The air patrols came as the US has stepped up its military presence in the South China Sea after Secretary of State Mike Pompeo on Monday said Washington formally rejected most of Beijing's expansive maritime claims in the region. The move has raised concerns about a possible military confrontation between the two superpowers that are already at odds over issues ranging from trade to human rights and Hong Kong. A day after Pompeo's statement, guided missile destroyer the USS Ralph Johnson carried out a freedom of navigation operation in the South China Sea, sailing near the disputed Spratly Islands, the US Pacific Fleet said in a statement. Known as the Nansha Islands in Chinese, they are also claimed by the Philippines, Malaysia, Taiwan and Vietnam. According to the SCSPI, the US warship sailed within 12 nautical miles of Beijing-controlled Kyotoran Reef for the first time since 2016 and Fiery Cross Reef for the sixth time this year. The US has increased its so-called freedom of navigation and overflight operations in the South China Sea as part of efforts to challenge China's military buildup and land reclamation projects in the disputed waters. Beijing has rejected these patrols and accused the US and its allies of raising tensions in the region. According to the Asia Maritime Transparency Initiative, AMTI, at the Center for Strategic and International Studies, a Washington-based think tank, China has significantly expanded Kyotoran Reef since 2013, building helicopter pads, radar facilities, and possible gun or missile emplacements. China has also carried out land reclamation work at Fiery Cross Reef since 2014, turning it into one of its biggest artificial islands, with an airbase, 3,000-meter runway, and shelters that could house mobile missile launchers, according to AMTI.